Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Okay, just got this in the mail. I've been buying files off this bloke for a while, and I thought he was getting out of files because this was the last lot. And I looked on his this is a bloke in Australia. Look on his website to see more of his items. Had no more for sale, so I thought, oh, bugger it. Last lot, I'll buy them $53 worth of files. I need more files, like I need another hole in the head. But I thought, if he's not going to be selling them anymore, I'll get them. Anyway, I bought them, and then I looked at him this morning and he's got more up for sale. So, bugger, he got me. He didn't get me because he sells a nice old vintage files for reasonable prices. Now, $53 for files is not a bad price if you look. I'll show you. This is what $53 worth of files get you. Now, I can go to, say, Gameco here in Australia and get a $53 length of W2. Granted. And that will be a reasonable, well, it'll be a darn good length of steel. But I have had, not spotty, it does give a nice, consistent, reasonably consistent thing of like heat, like I can heat my heat treat protocol for W2's water quenching. I can get it and do it, and no dramas, get it all worked out. But the W2, I think these files spark better. I don't know what it is about Wiltshire. The old vintage Wiltshires, they tended to be just a little bit better, I think. Now, W2 tends to be a little bit, so it's a Wiltshire. Okay, Nicholson, USA, Mill Bastard. That's a half round. Let's go on to Andrews. It's a Nicholson, USA half round. Beautiful. He makes snakes out of them. Wiltshire. I'm just checking because I don't want to burn up any unicorns. Wiltshire. Because if they have Wiltshire Nicholson on them, I am not burning it up. Wiltshire. Okay. Ivanhoe. This is one I wanted to see. I've never heard of them before. Wiltshire. So I bought 8 files apparently, and Wiltshire. So I got a decent amount. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8. So that's fantastic. That's what I paid for. Ivanhoe. Never heard of them. It's a nice, decent file too. I don't even know where it's made. There's no billboarding on it. Doesn't tell me where it's made. That seems to spark all right. Hasn't even been in the forge yet. Andrew will like that one. Nicholson, USA. Half round. You'll make something out of that. Probably a snake. W2 in lengths, it varies between 0.5 and 1.5 carbon content. These tend to have about 1% carbon, I would say. They've always sparked well for me. And like that, this 12-inch Wiltshire doesn't say what type it is. Looks like a bastard file to me. Safety file on one side. Nice thick 7mm, 6.5, 7mm thick. I've never had a problem with Wiltshire files, so this is why I buy them. Safety file on one side. It's a really nice 10-inch. This is the one I wanted to have a look at, Ivanhoe. I'm going to make a nice striker out of that. I'm going to AM 1938. Well, that's a damn old file. 1938, it's got on there. It's a nice old vintage. It would be nice steel. It's going to come up really nice. I'm going to maintain the Ivanhoe. If you can see that, I hope you see that. Ivanhoe, it's got a there, billboarding there. You won't see that because I'll draw this out, put it into a single curl. I might put a nice little secondary curl here. I'll try and maintain. I won't do much here. That'll be the strike face. I'll leave this on here, except for the little secondary curl, because I said the secondary curls were a little bit hard, but I did one the other day and it turned out really nice. So I'll try and do that. It's a nice file. It's been barely used too. It's got a little bit of use. It's an old file. But so $53 for 8 files. About $10 each. A little bit over $10 each. It's all good. A little bit expensive. I normally get them for about $5 each, maybe $3 at the markets. But it's hit and miss at the markets. This bloke I get them off. See, you soak up $17 in postage. So it's like $38 for the files, but there's $17 in postage. So, but that's neither here nor there. I can't begrudge the bloke postage costs, that's neither here nor there too. So, you've got to factor these things in. It's a really nice little one too. Yeah. So there's no unicorns in there. So the unicorn is what I want, is Wiltshire there, and then I'll have Nicholson underneath. And then it'll have Australia on there. I've got 2. Andrew's got 1. We had 1, but that's neither here nor there either. That happens. Got put in the forge. But they are rare. The Wiltshire Nicholson with the W in the middle. You don't see them very often. I've got 150 files, but I've only found 2, 3 out of those files. So yeah, I'm always looking for them. But I just wanted to show you this. Sorry, the sound quality of my mic. I've got a new mic set up. I bought a quality mic. The sound's going to be a little bit different. I'm trying to find it where it's sitting, so it's giving me the best quality. Sounds a little bit muffled. I have noted it is a little bit different. I'm trying to get where it sounds better. I bought this one, Otto Sound. It was quite a nice one. It's got this little port. I can charge it, and it's got a lot better time, length of time and range and that. So we just have to put up with the sound quality of it. It doesn't sound too bad, but Pete, Sheep Station Cook said it sounded like I was in a tunnel. Well, I'm sorry, but we're just going to have to put up with it because yeah, this is a lot better mic than I was using, and I'm just trying to find a balance. My voice is probably not the best either for it, so yeah, I don't know. But well, anyway, yeah, I really don't know what more else I could say. Yeah, I'm quite happy to pay $10 a file from this bloke. I probably won't buy any more of them. As I said, I need more files, like I need another hole in the head. I thought he was not selling anymore, so that's why I bought these. But yeah, he is selling more of them. But I do buy occasionally from the markets because I can get them for cheaper. But if you're willing to pay $10 a file, certainly get them off eBay. You can find them for a reasonable price, but yeah, 10 per file, especially for these smaller ones, are starting to get a little bit expensive for files. Granted, that can make a nice knife. You can make a nice knife out of that, like you can make, 7-inch, probably 6-inch, 7-inch full tang, 6mm, whatever out of that, bushcrafter or dagger or whatever, whatever you want, out of a 12-inch, you can get a full handle on there, and then, then out of that. So you can make a good knife out of it, you can make other tools, whatever, strikers, you can make a lot of things out of that file for $10. It's not bad. Not a bad thing. That will make a magnificent 1938 Ivanhoe file. That'll make a damn fine striker for me. I like making them out of old files. People will probably say, oh, that's a shame to put a 1938 file. But I could put it up on the wall, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. I'll talk to Andrew about that. Yeah, that's going to Andrew. And then I said I'll be taking these over, and they'll just stay at Andrew's place because he uses them occasionally too. And if he doesn't use them, I'll use them. So yeah, I've got a bucket full here because that's what I do. I keep everything in buckets. So yeah. But I wanted to show you that and talk a little bit about files. For forging, definitely go to the markets if you want to go and get cheap files. I found that, especially here at the Caboolture markets, there's blokes selling files, $1 and $2, $3, $5 is the most expensive ones you see. And I've got a lot of files from the markets, but yeah, you don't often see like that sort of file, an Ivanhoe 1938, but you'll see a lot of these old Wiltshires or old whatnot. I've been finding a few Nicholson, but not that size or half rounds or anything like that. I've been seeing the little engineers files, so yeah. But yeah. But for that sort of money, I probably could have got a length of 1075, which almost guarantees me 0.75 carbon content, and it sparks really well. And 1075 is not bad for knife making either. So, if you want to go that way. I always mention knife making because a lot of people like to make knives. I'm not so much into knife making, but I'm more into the blacksmithy side of things. So, yeah. But a lot of people are. They get into blacksmithing specifically for knife making. And that's all good. If that's what floats your boat, that's what floats your boat. It doesn't float my boat as much. I much prefer to do other things. Swinging a hammer is more my thing. But yeah. But anyway, I wanted to show you that, and I have. Yeah. So that's here in Australia. This is what yeah, about $53 gets you for, which is not a bad spread. You know, well, it's a decent spread of yeah, very usable steel. Especially with these wheelchairs, I've had very good success with them because yeah, wheelchair went out of, for anyone who doesn't know, went out of business 30 years ago here in Australia. So you know, they are vintage file. That's why I always get them. They're thoroughly hardened and they're made out of quality steel. Yeah, so that's why I buy them, because I know they're a known quality vintage file. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching.